us out to where we go with all this in the digital world. Kate Hardcastle is a consumer expert at Insight with Passion. She's been listening to that this morning. Kate, good morning.
Hello, that's literally fascinating, isn't it? That sounds like you, Stephen.
Slightly scary as well. What's your signature like, Kate?
Well, I don't know. I'm waiting to find out because I've sent mine in as well. I think it's okay.
Yeah, well, we're going to put that to the test in just a second there. This is all changing now in these days of squiggles when you get a delivery to the house or something like that. How is the world of the signature changing?
So legal and practical wise, most contracts now are electronic signatures. So your listeners have probably been in a situation where rather than putting pen on paper, they've kind of clicked across on a form, and that is now used in the majority of things. There are some which still need proper handwritten signatures, and they tend to be with a witness there. But in terms of consumer behaviour and the generational shift, younger consumers are obviously far less likely to have a consistent signature because they just don't practice anymore. Whereas we've just heard, many of us of a certain generation, it was a rite of passage, really, wasn't it? It was the identity of you as an adult. So whilst there are some really lovely green shoots coming back in all elements of creativity, from people refinding the way for talents like crochet and baking, the same with handwriting, calligraphy, it's coming through. We're seeing little subtle rises on things like stationery and penmanship and crafts of pens and things. It's not a big enough thing to say, yes, we're heading back there. And that tends to be because we see this pendulum swing between digital and then we go into the kind of more analog world that we want to revisit, get back in touch with our human side. But there's no signs yet, Stephen, in terms of seeing a point where we won't just be squiggling on those forms for the foreseeable.
Can you remember practicing your signature when you were younger, Kate?
Oh, I did, but there was no boy involved. It was absolutely, this is the signature that's going to be on some, important business document when I'm in my big office in London, which never came. I remember being excited about it being, I had to put it on my national insurance documents, had to put it on my first passport that was just mine without my mum and dad's involvement. Those kind of things are very memorable indeed.
Well, let's test it now. Christina's got your signature as well. Kate, what do you think, Christina? And be as honest as you were about me, please.
Right.
Hey, I don't know. Do you use more than one signature, one for work and one for personal?
I absolutely do, yes.
What?
Okay.
How can you tell that?
Because the one that you've given here is very business-like. It's more kind of, you're very aware of how you present yourself, and that is very, very important to you. You don't like wasting time. You like to get stuck into things. Very controlled. You naturally positive and confident, but it would be interesting to see your writing to see how positive and confident you really are. That's the impression that you put over. That's how you like to perceive yourself.
I love that. That's so true. I have a very personal signature for documentation. And I'll tell you why I had to adopt this business one. I had to sign books, and it was frightening because I'd forgotten my own signature. I was that out of practice. So the night before the book launches, I was rehearsing signing again. So it probably has, as you said earlier, modified over the years as well and become a little bit more simpler.
Wow. Christina, you have got an absolutely uncanny skill there, which is quite remarkable. So we need to get you back on to do more of this, I think. People are loving this morning. Christina Strang, graphologist, and Kate Hardcastle with her two signatures. Thanks very much indeed for your time.